Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. My birthday was last week and I turned 22. So exciting. I love being an adult. But anyway, I was so blessed to be able to purchase for myself or get gifted some new books for my birthday. So today I'm doing a birthday book haul. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the books that were gifted to me. I am so excited about all of these books. They are primarily romance, naturally, but we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into it. I'll start with the books that I was gifted. First, the book that I don't even have with me at home for break, but was gifted to me earlier this month for my birthday, was a QB Tyler book. I don't remember which one it is, but it's on my bookshelf in Nashville, and I'll have a picture of the book right here. This book was gifted to me by Sabrina from Fisher's Reads over on Instagram. We have been becoming friends over the last couple of months. We always love to talk about romance together, and she was so kind to give me this book for my birthday. I'm so excited to read it. I've only read one book by this author, but I'm really excited to dive into this one as well. The second book that was gifted to me for my birthday was As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This was gifted to me by my friend Mary Grace, who I actually met in undergrad. We are friends in real life, and she also has a Bookstagram. Her Bookstagram handle is MG's Bookshelf. Super excited for this one. This is the third book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I've only read the first book, but it was a really great and fun YA mystery, so I'm excited to hopefully get to this one at some point this year. I actually have 13 books to talk about because one of the books that was gifted to me was in my backpack because I plan to start it today. But my bestie over at Reader C on YouTube and Instagram, Stasia, she got me 2 books, both of which I am so excited for. The first one was King of Wrath by Anna Huang. This is the first book in a new series, a new companion series. This one is Arranged Marriage or Marriage of Convenience, but I've heard amazing things about it. I love the red spine contrasting with the white cover, and I'm excited to read it. And then she also gifted me a book called Her Shadows, His Secrets. I don't actually know what this one is about, but I had added it to my wish list months ago, and I'm pretty sure it was because I had seen another aesthetic reel or some video or post that convinced me that I wanted to read it, probably just based off a single line or 10 pictures that fit the vibe of this book. And I was like, I want to read this. I do know, or at least I'm 95% sure, that this book has a plus size female main character, which is super exciting. I do love seeing that representation in books, especially romance. Those were the books that were gifted to me for my birthday. I am so grateful for these books off my wish list. I have the best friends, and I'm so thankful for them. And I'm so thankful to add these all to my collection. Thank you all so much if you're watching this video. I'm so excited for these books that you guys got me. The last 10 or so books that I got, I purchased with my own money. Some of them, or 2 of them, were from Half Price Books, which I think both of them were sold for really great prices. And the other books I got online with gift cards, or at Barnes & Noble or Books A Million with gift cards or coupons that I had just gathered. The first book that I got for myself was a special edition that I was very shocked to find at Half Price Books, and that was Claws and Cubicles by Kate Pryor. This is 2 novellas put into one book. It was the Hello Lovely special edition for Halloween. It is signed by the author. I have read one of the novellas, and if I'm being completely honest, this cover is stunning. It's beautiful. But I will most likely be unhauling this book as soon as I finish reading it, because I read the first novella and wasn't in love with it. I gave it 2 stars, so I didn't really like it at all, but we'll see how the second novella goes, and I might just unhaul this one in the end. But I do think that this cover is stunning, and hopefully somebody else ends up enjoying it more than I currently am. The other book that I got is the first one in a trilogy. I found this book for $5, which I feel like for any book in general is a really great price. But for a popular indie romance author, I was very much excited to find this in the thriller section, might I add. And a part of me was like, I should just go stick this in the romance section. But then I was like, oh, I'll just buy it because why not? And that book is Where Good Girls Go to Die. This is kind of a suspenseful book, which I'm pretty sure is why somebody put it in the thrillers section to begin with. But Holly Renee is a very popular indie author, and I've heard really good things about this series. It might be a cliffhanger, it might not be, but I have no idea. But I really want to read this trilogy. It is brother's best friend, which is always a very fun trope, and it's a book that I've had on my Kindle Unlimited reading list for a while now. So I was really excited to find this one for $5. The cover I think is so pretty. I love the pink text on top of like the darker background. And if I end up loving this one, then I'll probably buy the other two to have physically, but if I don't fall in love with it, then I'll probably unhaul this one as well and just read the other two on Kindle Unlimited. The next two books that I have are books that I found in Barnes & Noble. I was very shocked to see them there in the first place because they are by indie authors, and I kind of loved the acknowledgement of indie authors being placed into chain bookstores. So I did grab both of these books at the same time. No regrets. I'm so excited for both of these. I have read books by these authors before and really think that I'm going to love these ones as well. The first one is Sweet Dandelion by Macaulay Smeltzer. I have read one other book by this author and loved it. I cried. This one is about a girl who was a witness in a school shooting right before her senior year of high school or during her senior year of high school. So she moves to a new city and is living with her older brother, I assume, but the trauma from this event that she went through affects her life every single day still. And I guess at her new school, she meets a guy. The more they spend time together, the more time they spend together, the more they learn about what it means. I'm just butchering this sentence. The more time they spend together, the more they learn about what it really means to live. Some things are forbidden, some things are necessary for survival. Their love is both. Macaulay Smeltzer, the book that I read by the author made me cry. I've heard a lot of books by Macaulay make people cry, so I'm excited for this one. It is a chunker, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to tab it soon. Yikes, it's 600 pages. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to tab it and probably sob all over the pages and be a hot mess. But I'm really excited for this one and might try to read it soon, actually. The second book that I got at Barnes & Noble is one written by somebody who many believe to be the queen of slow burn romances, and that is Mariana Zapata's Under Lock. I have no idea what this book is about, but I have read one of the author's other books and really enjoyed it, and I feel like I'm going to like this one as well. It's going to be really slow burn, which will be frustrating for me, I am sure, but there's just something, I don't know, about the way that these characters' stories are written that I just felt like I fell in love with All Roads Lead Here, and I really want to read more from the author, so I grabbed it while I was at Barnes & Noble. Was super shocked that out of all of the author's books, this is the one that they put on the shelves, because I feel like The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, From Luke Off with Love, All Roads Lead Here are more popular books, but we love a good underrated romance. Or maybe it's not really underrated, I just am not aware of this one as much compared to her other books. There is a third book that I got at Barnes & Noble, but I got it on a different trip. So I didn't really think about it until just now when I picked it up, but I did also find, the title cracks me up. It's called I'm in Love with Mothman. I have never heard of this book before, but it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and I was like, you know what? The cover's adorable. I'm gonna give this one a try. It is paranormal romance, I guess, or fantasy romance about a 22-year-old who is the same age as me, who is a social media influencer, and she has an epic case of burnout, so she moved to the woods, and there's this thing in her cabin, and I guess she like starts falling in love. So I had no idea what to expect when I actually picked this one up. I haven't seen it on my personal social media, like I haven't personally seen it on social media, but I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Maybe I'll tab it. I don't know. We'll see. But I love the cover. It's so cute. So cute. The next two books I got at Books A Million, which I am really glad that I have one super close to me because I always have really great coupons for their stuff. So I got both of these together for very cheap because one of them was 60% off. and I had a coupon for like $5 off. So it was a pretty good deal for these two books together. The first one is a graphic novel, yikes, graphic novel called Hookie. Haven't read it, but I love graphic novels. My friend Aylin got this one a couple weeks ago and talked about it in one of her videos, and I knew that I wanted it as well. This is based off a webtoon. It's about two twins, one prophecy, and a whole lot of hijinks. And then I also got Little Eve by Catriona Ward. This is a mystery or thriller or horror book. No idea, but I was definitely getting cult vibes when I was skimming the synopsis. And I was like, I want this. And it was 60% off. So like another reason to get it. I'm just gonna read the little inside flap because there's not a ton here, because it sounds so good in my opinion. And it's not super long either, which is always very nice. It's not even 300 pages. So this says, "A great day is upon us. He is coming. The world will be washed away. On the wind-battered isle of, yikes, Altnahera, off the wildest coast of Scotland, a clan prepares to bring about the end of the world and its imminent rebirth. The Adder is coming, capital A, and one of their number will inherit its powers. They all want the honor, but young Eve is willing to do anything for that distinction. A reckoning beyond Eve's imagination begins when Chief Inspector Black arrives to investigate a brutal murder, and their sacred ceremony goes terribly wrong. And soon, all the secrets of Altnahera will be uncovered." It sounds so good. So I had to pick it up. I love the spooky vibes of the cover and like the water distorting it, because I think the cover, like the upright castle is this way. Like this is the castle above land, but they flipped it for the purpose of the title and like the house looking distorted at first glance and then showing the real thing, if that makes sense. But I think that this cover is so pretty. I love it. I love it. The last three books I got online, they were all, or two of them were kind of impulse buys. One of them was to go with another book that I have already talked about. And that book is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. I've also ordered the first book in the series to match this one and then the third one. But I guess the hardcover is kind of hard to find now for the first book. So it hasn't shipped yet and probably won't be here for like 2 more weeks, but that's okay. Or I guess to my apartment in Nashville or whatever. So I did end up being able to get Good Girl, Bad Blood. This is the second one in the trilogy. I think I already said that, but I haven't read this book yet. So I'm hoping to do a reread of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and then read this and then read the final one, of course, in order, because these are not companion novels. You have to read them in the order that they were published. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog for it, maybe not. I don't know. But I've just heard such great things about this YA thriller series in general, so I'm really excited to finally finish it off and understand the hype. And then my final 2 books are pretty hyped up, I think, on the book talk world currently. I feel like I'm not on book talk, so I don't really know anything, but I feel like I keep seeing clips or like reels of these books, and that is mostly what tempted me to buy them. So the first one that I got was Sinners Anonymous. This is a mafia romance, I believe. Yeah, I think I saw one line from this book and was like, purchase. So that's this one. Yeah, that's all I could tell you for it. And then this one, the last book, is Blindside by Candy Steiner. I have heard amazing things about this author and about this book specifically. It's about this football player, I believe, who ends up getting tutored by this girl, and there's lessons, quote unquote. Yeah, he's a player, she's not, and they have like a list of rules that they have to follow, but things end up getting blurred as their chemistry continues to grow, etc., etc. He offers to give her some lessons with relationships and things like that. And I just think that this cover is so pretty. The special edition cover is so ugly. That's just my opinion. I think it's so boring. I think that this one is so much better. So I'm so glad that I ended up going with this cover because I think it just looks so good. Also, there may or may not be fake dating in this, because this says, Clay Johnson is the hottest safety football, I believe, in the nation, and my new fake boyfriend. So there may or may not be fake dating going on in this book, which I am always here for. So those are all the books that I got for my birthday, either gifted to me by my amazing friends or purchased by myself. All of these books sound amazing. They all look right up my alley, and I cannot wait to get to them, throughout this year. I am hoping to pick up several of these very soon. I am going to be starting Her Shadows, His Secrets today, which was gifted to me by Stasia. She's very excited for me to tell her all about it, and maybe she'll get it for herself. But yeah, that is my birthday book haul. If you've read any of these books, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Let me know where I should start after reading Her Shadows, His Secrets. I'd love to hear any and all thoughts about any of these books that I mentioned. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.